Hey, Steve Stine from GuitarZoom here. And I want to show you something really cool that you can do with arpeggios to not just play them as patterns or licks, but actually utilize them within your solos. So I'm going to be using G major as an example, but you can go anywhere you want, okay? So what I'm going to be using here is the G major scale. And I'm going to create an arpeggio over the top of that. So I'm going to kind of be looking at this as two layers. One layer is my scale, and the second layer is the skeletal part of that arpeggio. Now remember, an arpeggio is really just broken chord is what it means. So if the notes of a G major chord are G, B, and D, which is the root, third, and fifth, that's what I'm playing. So G, B, D, G, B, D. So this is a great little easy thing that you can add to your playing if you visualize your G major 6-string bar chord. So if I look at where my pinky is and where my middle finger is, that's where this is going to start. If I was in B major, it would start right there. If I was in F major, it would start there. So let's take a look at what we're going to do here. The skeleton that we're going to use is going to be those two notes. And again, remember, don't worry about the tab. I'm going to supply you with that anyway. So just kind of watch what I'm doing and kind of figure out how you're going to use this on your own. So we're going to go... Then I'm going to slide up 3 frets higher. And then I'm also going to use 8, 7, and 10. Then I'm just going to come back down. Okay, so it makes for a nice little melody instead of just going... When you play, you're going to break that apart a little bit and use that idea in your solo. Now, is that all you can do? Of course not. You can take the scale that you're playing already, whether it's pentatonic or diatonic, and you can start utilizing the notes of that as well. But what's really happening is because you're playing this arpeggio, you're highlighting those notes, the root, the third, and the fifth. You're highlighting those, so it makes them sound a little more important. So instead of just going, just moving around, you're going to use whatever licks and patterns you like to play. But then you're going to also add in that shape, however you like. Now watch what I'm going to do with it here. So you see, I can take all the notes of the scale that's surrounding it and still use those, but in my mind, because I'm seeing them kind of as two different pieces, it begins to sound more melodically than it would if I was just going and just kind of playing. I'm separating. So let's say I was going from G to C, right? So I'm going... So I've got... Here comes that C, right? So I want to see this. Okay, now I don't have to do that all the time, but it gives you a little bit of an Eric Johnson, Lincoln Brewster kind of sound to your playing if you're not already using that kind of thing. So I'd strongly recommend that you check this out and start trying to play it a little bit in your own playing. And please remember, if you'd like the tab and you want some jam tracks to try this over, all you have to do is click on the link, and I'm going to supply that to you for free. So take care, practice hard, and have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you soon.